Hi everybody, it's me, Sky here, aka the S.P.D. Blue Ranger. And I know you're thinking, oh, I got one hand missing, where the other hand at? Well, that's a mystery to me because I was gotten from the American Frisk Center a long time ago and I don't know if I was one-handed. So, we just ignore that and we'll just talk about some stuff here. Everybody knows that I was one of and my father was an S.P.D. officer or agent a long time ago. That he died in the line of duty. And I always wanted to carry on what he did. So I went to Space Patrol Delta. Trained for many years. I became a part of Space Patrol Delta's B Squad at one point. When the A Squad went missing, that's when the B Squad had to fill in big time for not just protecting New Tech City, but the world from Grum and Bootwing. Sometimes I would fight with Jack at first over being chosen to be the S.P.D. Red Ranger, but eventually gotten over it. There was a monster, I forget what his name was, Mayor whatever, he had a bunch of mayors. He was the monster responsible for my father's death, or at least that's what I believed. And one time when we were going over and fighting a monster that was making multiple monsters, but it was just one, the idiot tricked me into the idiot said some stuff to me. I got upset, and all I needed to do was just a drop of my tears, and he escaped. And this idiot went collecting people in mirrors again. Only this time we were ready for him, and we put him away. And Jack also allowed me to be the Red Ranger for one time to take care of this creep. I would say that was one of my great highlights. Two more highlights I need to talk about is tagging up with the Dino Rangers, but apparently I don't remember this happening, but somebody shows me a videotape of them coming to the future and us going to the past. I guess it happened. I just don't know why I don't remember it, of course. And people, well, I also had a friend who was at Space Patrol Delta years ago, but then went to another place. And he apparently joined United Alliance of Evil, and unfortunately I had to bring him in, unfortunately. If you remember, that was a very tough choice, but I had to do it for a good friend who needed it. And yeah, so there were a lot of moments where, so I had some of my good moments. Some people considered me the serious side of the group, and for most people, sorry for that burp, they could be right. That I could be I was maybe the serious side of the group, but that didn't mean I didn't have a personality. It didn't mean I didn't have feelings. Let's talk about what happened years later. I mean, after we all defeated Brutewing and Grum and saved New Tech City, years later, Folly Birdie eventually resigned the position of Supreme Commander, and Anubis Kruger got that position. But that was basically after that was basically after President Bush had appointed Anubis Kruger as Supreme Commander, and the Senate House of Representatives confirmed it. And then I was appointed as the new commander of Space Patrol Delta, but that was after the Senate House of Representatives approved the President Bush's choice. And I'm currently still commander of Space Patrol Delta. One of those positions that even if a new president comes into office, they remain at their positions. I believe the Secret Service police force is like that, and I think maybe the Federal Trade Commission is like that. Maybe even the Internal Revenue Service. I'm not very sure. I mean, I know the Social Security Administration is set up that same way too. But Space Patrol Delta's got that same privilege going for itself. So at the moment, I'm still Commander Space Patrol Delta. And that's how Bridge eventually became the new S.P.D Red Ranger. After that, that's it. I am Sky Tate, or Sky aka the S.P.D Blue Ranger. Hope you enjoyed this video.